Hi Willem. Today we're going to talk about control. I don't know if you remember yourself before the time when you started controlling my life and then Ori's life, what you used to be. I do remember the time when you would take my phone, go to the bathroom, lock yourself there, and go into my mailboxes, go into my messages, go into my emails, pictures. And then an hour later you would leave the bathroom and say, "Here go Victoria, here's your phone. It's all checked." I want these videos to be public. I want to go public. I want all my stories to be public. Anyone can listen to my stories. You would take my phone, my privacy, my personal space. After I told you I'm not your wife, I don't want to live with you. It is my phone. You can't take anybody's phone, and you took it. You would take it every day. You also installed a spy program where I couldn't even have a password, safe password. You would say, "Victoria, every time you change your password, it goes straight to my account. So no matter how many times you change your password, I always know your password." The spy program was in my computer, in my phone. Somehow it always haunted me until I took it to the Galleria Mall, to the Apple store, and they deleted the whole thing and then started a new thing. That was a scary moment. Not to be able to trust your device, not to be able to trust messages. Like if I want to share something with my friends, what if you have access to my mailbox, my messages? I have to change my phone number. This is how crazy you are, Willem. This is how crazy you are. You put our daughter in a situation, into the same abusive relationship. This is a massive abuse. It's not visual. Yes, you don't destroy like skin or on like the muscles under the skin, so you don't have bruises. It's not visual. But mentally, I was bruised, and Ori is bruised. It's not love. It's not care. It's nothing to do with the humanity. Checking every message I send to my friends, using Google Translate to translate it into English. So many years went through my life when I would be scared of you. Again, not physical harm. You know what I mean. I always knew there is something dangerous where I take one step further or I walk away from certain situations and you do something to me through Ori. So many years, when she was 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, all these years, you control me through Ori, you hurt me through Ori. Remember the time when we were all in the car and you said to me that I am disgusting. I reached out for my purse and you said, "I touched you?" And I said, "I did not, but in case if I did, we're in the same car. We just went to a beach to spent like a couple hours on the beach. We shared a meal in the same pot. We had borscht together. So I reached out for my purse, and again, if I look for something, you could have just given the purse. You said I touched your leg, and it was as disgusting as a touching a frog. Ori was in the car, my mom was in the car, my son was in the car, and you said I was disgusting as a frog, as touching something nasty. And you said, every time, Victoria, you talk, I cannot stand the sound of your voice. So if you notice, I always look away so I don't have to look at you. It's like, Ori is here. Do you want to stop and walk out of the car so we can talk about it? This is not acceptable conversation to have in front of our daughter. And you kept on going. You said so many people told you that I have a horse face. And you were blind in front of our daughter. You called her mom having a horse face. So in addition to what you said, you were smarter than my family, entire family of 5 people. You said I have a horse face. Remember the time when Sasha was born and he was just on my hand, like I was carrying him, and I was a week after being sick for, I don't know, flu or something. I had a flu over, for like 2 or 3 days. And I walked Ori outside just to let her come with me to see you. I mean, that was a time where I had to give you Ori at 6 o'clock or something. So I couldn't stand up. So I sat on the pedestrian side, on the pedestrian side of the walk with my newborn son. And you were standing up, straight up, and you looked down at me and you said, oh my gosh, people told me so many times you're ugly. And I thought you're beautiful. And I was like, my eyes are finally cleared. You are ugly. And I said, Willem, why do you care ugly or beautiful I am? I am not your wife anymore. Why do you care? And what kind of man are you? If you see me, I just gave birth to a son a few weeks ago, maybe like 2 weeks ago. I don't know. It was just literally the first few weeks of after giving birth, and you tell a woman that she's ugly, holding a baby, instead of saying, are you okay? You look pale. Is everything okay? This is what you are. This is what kind of man you are. Your mom had 6 children and her face is deformed because of her cancer. Imagine if somebody would tell your mom that she is ugly, she is not beautiful. Just think. You were not 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. You were probably, if I was 38, you were 32, right? 33. Remember, we were still physically married, and you held me in front of the mirror and you said, look at yourself. No one will look at you. No one will ever love you the way I love you. I'm the only man who would love you. I would be the one who would cherish you when you're 80. If you break your hip, I would carry you on my arms. You remember what I said? I said, I don't care if I'm going to be next to a man or alone. I just don't want to be with you. You don't understand what love is, Willem. Love is not force and control and idea of destroying somebody else's will. Love is letting people do what they want. The first thing when somebody tells you I want to leave and you love this person, you let them go. You're a control freak. You are not a good citizen, Willem. This country is an honorable country, and I'm honored to be here. But you are not a representative of this country. You lied in court. You know exactly who I am. I love my children and spend my entire time with them. I put them as my priority. So you draw an image of a Russian immigrant who with sexual problems, mental problems, whole bunch of problems, not an honorable citizen. I'm like a clinging citizen, clinging person from Russia who has lots of issues. You drew an image of me as your only wife in your life. What kind of person you are if you're drawing my personality with ugly colors? That means you're married to a person with ugly colors for 11 years. Then something is wrong with you. By putting me down, you putting yourself in a situation. Everybody's like, why would you be next to this woman with so many issues? Something is not right. David Norvington knew me. So many students of mine knew me. I was famous. Everybody knew me in the UT. People saw me practicing. People saw me with Ori. I was on the playground every day. Everybody knows me. I am very open-minded. So pictures all over Facebook. I have nothing to hide. So what makes you a bad person? Like I said, it's a bad citizen. You lied in court. Control freak. This is how you understand love. And number 3, you damaged Ori. You made Ori think, not believe, but think that her mother is evil. What kind of father would tell his daughter that her mother is evil? What kind of life Ori might have, just will have or might have, if she would believe you that her mother is evil? It would destroy her relationship with future boyfriends, husbands, children. She would never be normal if her mother is not good. This is who you are. On Ori's birthday, on Wednesday, you didn't let her come and spend a few hours with me. Imagine you are 17 years old and somebody tells you, Willem, you can't go and see your mom for 3 hours. Everything what happened in court was completely your idea. You knew, you told me before it started in January 2019, that you are prepared for a war. And the weapon was Ori. Perfect weapon. You don't even need a lawyer. You don't need any proof that you are a good father. You are not claiming to be a good father. You just claim to be a person who could save Ori from bad mother. The only thing you need to do is to convince Ori to go to court and tell a judge that her mom is bad, and just be there. Say, I can take care of my daughter. I'm not a perfect father, but she's definitely safe with me. And this is the baggage Ori has to deal with for the rest of her life. For the rest of her life. And I never hit her. Remember you said your mother was spanking you and her vein busted with blood and she was like bruised herself? Nobody went to court, right? Your father flogged you, right? And you had spots on your back the day after he returned you. Nobody went to court. I never flogged Ori. I never spanked Ori. So you can't put yourself in a situation when you would go against your father or against your mother. Right? But you were so stupid to put Ori in this situation. And guess what? My mom and I are done. Completely done. After what she's done to me, we are done. Yes, you can ban Ori, like my mom banned me. You can still ban her for a few more years, I guess. And then what? There'll be no Ori in your life. Nothing. You can't fix it. My mom can't fix it. What you guys have done to us, you as a father, my mom as the mom, is not fixable. You cannot fix relationship after you hurt our heart, our trust. It's done. Ori and I will have issues. We'll have issues, but not bad. Not bad. We will have issues, but not bad. We will be fine. We will be fine after certain talks, little issues, talks. We'll keep talking until the issues will disappear. But Ori and I, we are completely fine, because I understand what Ori is going through right now. She is in my shoes. She is in my shoes, and it's not easy to leave you, Willem. So I will hate you for the rest of my life for what you've done to our daughter, for what you've done to my grandfather who raised me. For all these years of terror I felt since the night you found out that I cheated on you. From that moment, you put my life in horror. All this years, 2010, today's 2022, right? 12 years. 12 years. Look at me now. Imagine if I'm 36 years old and I tell you I'm done with you. And yes, I had an affair. And yes, I'm romantically in love with this person. And no, I don't give a fuck if you die. I'm out. You would never be able to convince me or manipulate Ori. Never. This is who I am now. There is no way you could use Ori, say you cheated, I take her. No. My answer is no. But I was different then. I was terrified. I had like one little idea what to do, not thousands ideas, just one little idea. It was so easy for you to ban me, and me hating myself for banding, for not being able to resist you for years. I can't go back in time. I can't go and become your wife and tell you, I'm sorry it happened, but I've told you I don't want to be married to you. You didn't listen. But now we are getting divorced. I can't go back in time. So I had my lesson learned that way. Ori will have her lesson learned her way. But outcome is the same. There is no way out of you being a good father or my mom being a good mom forever. It ends. It always ends. So yes, I do need Ori to go public. Like me. I want her story to be written told in every corner, to every person, to the entire world about you. You are a monster. You're dangerous. And I'm pretty sure there are thousands of men like you. So I need my story to be published and Ori's story to be published, so more women and girls, boys who are resemble to our stories could learn through our books and YouTube channels. And maybe they can get out of the situation faster, with less pain. I'm not in a hurry, Willem. I can wait. I'm comfortable waiting. And I will talk to you in person.